What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm ImJslay. Thank you so much for joining me. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating. And if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out. But in it, I show you how I have been making training and what I've been doing with that training. So for today's video, I want to show you a play out of the LA Chargers playbook that I just kind of stumbled upon, and I've been having some success with it in online head-to-head matches. I'm going to show you how it can beat cover 2, cover 3, man, and cover 4 out of just about any formation that the defense wants to throw at you. The LA Chargers playbook has a lot of good formations. They've got a lot of good running formations. A single back wing slot is good. There's a couple of good plays out of Y trips. They have a nice slot close, a good stretch play out of that. They've also got some incredible trips tight end plays, some good running plays, good passing plays out of that. So it's a very, very balanced offense, in my opinion. Now you are going to need a tight end that has tight end apprentice. If you're playing Mutt, I believe the only one that can get it right now is Jermichael Finley. Tony Gonzalez may be able to get it, although I'm not 100% sure on that. If you're playing Regs, you can play with the Eagles, Zach Ertz. I don't know why I was about to say Travis Kelce on the Eagles. He does have tight end apprentice, but he plays on the Chiefs. So for the Eagles' sake, you can go with Zach Ertz. If you play with the Chiefs, Travis Kelce has it. And then if you want to play with the 49ers, George Kittle has it. I like to play with the Eagles when I'm playing Regs. And specifically, they've got two really good tight ends, which goes hand in hand with this formation, this wing pair formation. They've got Dallas Goedert and the aforementioned Zach Ertz, who does have tight end apprentice. So the play is going to be tight end attack. Now, I'm going to kind of show what I use with this formation in general. So I want to go into my audible. So I'm going to press L2. Tight end attack is going to be my triangle. I'm sorry, tight end attack is going to be my square. My triangle is going to be dive alert smoke. Stretch alert looky is going to be my L1, and R1 is going to be my PAX burst cross, right? So that's just what I have audible wise set up. But the play specifically is going to be tight end attack. Now for the formation, I'm just going to go to a meta formation that you see a lot. Let's start with nickel 3-3-5, and let's come to the cover 3 cloud, right? So we're not going to do any adjustments with the defense. Obviously, we can't simulate a user, but the user is going to be, in this case, we'll say the middle linebacker, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to press triangle. We're going to bring up our hot route. And we're going to select Zach Ertz. Make sure you do this while he's still at tight end. We are going to motion him over, so make sure you do this while he's still at tight end. You're going to put him on a post. Then you want to put R1 on a streak. You want to keep, you want to have square on a drag, and then you want to put your triangle route on a curl, right? So that's going to be triangle and then down on the D-pad. So this is what the play is going to look like before you motion Ertz over. So you want to actually motion him over to the left. He's going to assume kind of a fullback, a little fullback offset there. So this is what the play is going to look like. Now if we snap it here, in this particular instance, I'm always going to be looking for Ertz first, right? So that's going to be my first progression. But the way that Dallas Goedert's route runs as well, you're getting a little bit of a crossing route there. So the user actually has to pick one or the other, because one is usually going to be open in most any coverage there. R1, that tight end, Joshua Perkins, he's going to be taking, the safety, possibly the linebacker, going to be kind of taking them out, which could really open up Zach Ertz. We've got Deshaun Jackson coming over on a little crossing route there, just to kind of hit him in the flats if worst case scenario. And then if the middle of the field is wide open, this happens a lot in a cover 2 play, we can just check down to Miles Sanders there. So this is what it's going to look like. Snap the ball. I'm looking for Ertz here. That's wide open. Got to throw out a sack there. This 3-3-5 does pressure a lot, and Frank Clark and Chris Jones kind of go pretty nuts on this. But right there, you're looking for Zach Ertz, right? Let's just show you again. All right, we're going to motion him over. Now we're going to snap the ball. And Ertz is open again. And we're just going to secure catch it. I mean, you could rack catch that and run up the field. So this is cover 3, right? I'll show you one more time. So mooshing him over, you can obviously see the slot corner follows him. But the slot corner is going to stay on the left side of the field, so that leaves the right side of the field pretty much open, right? So that's kind of how your read is taking you to looking for Ertz there, right? All right, so now the defense is going to be in stock cover 2. We're going to motion Ertz over. Notice the slot cornerback has stayed on the left-hand side of the field. So when we hike the ball here, I'm not going to throw it, but you're going to notice that the corners are playing a lot deeper. So they're in cloud flash there. So what you could do here, obviously there's going to be a user, right? So you're going to have to account for him when you're playing in a head-to-head game. But he can't user everything, right? He's not going to be able to take away the middle of the field. He's not going to be able to take away this crossing route or this drag route that Deshaun Jackson's running. You want to have your fastest receiver on the left side of the field running that crossing route so he can get across the field as fast as possible, right? So let's snap it again and see what this looks like. So these corner routes or these post routes, they're taken. So what that does is leaves the middle of the field wide open, right? Now, a good player obviously is going to be able to work his way back. He's going to see that that's open. He's going to know that he's got help with his corners that are going to be taking away those posts in a cover 2. So if he does that, then all you're going to do here is hit Deshaun Jackson there, and he's going to get up the field for, say, 5 yards, right? That's an extension of your running game. One thing I will say, when you see them come out into 3-3-5 right here, what you want to do, you just want to go into dive. You want to call a dive alert smoke, and you're just going to run it up the field. I mean, that's obviously there's going to be a user there. Maybe he makes that play. I seriously doubt it, though. You're just going to want to call dive alert smoke here and just hike the ball and just go, right? So, let's see, number 50, Gay Jr. I'm not sure who that is, but he got a good block shed there. But basically, you want to do that. If you want to kind of still fool the defense, still motion Ertz over. He's still going to block on this play, obviously, and as you can see, the hole's right there. So we're going to get 6 yards, right? So that's really what you want to do here. Now, if you want to kind of confuse the defense, you could call that for a couple plays, and then you could look to call this play here, in which case the user is most likely going to kind of freeze and kind of bite when initially he sees Wentz drop back to pass. And like I said, if it's cover 2, you got Deshaun right there, right? And if he's fast enough, if you've got, you know, Tyreek Hill on the outside there, he's going to be able to drag and run right past that corner, right? So, all right, so we're just calling man coverage here. As you can see, the corner on the left-hand side is pressed. That's a good indication that it's man coverage. One thing to mention, not only do you need a tight end apprentice on your team, you also want to have a good, pretty solid backup tight end. In my case, I've got Hayden Hurst, who has 83 speed. It's the ultimate kickoff, 81 overall Hayden Hurst. And he's running this route. He's running this post route from the tight end on the right-hand side of the field. But you want to have a good second tight end that can catch the ball, that's got some decent speed. But as you can see, possession catch it, and we've got a first down right there, right? Let's say we want to look for Ertz here. When you know that they're calling man, really the 2 main routes that you're looking for here are going to be those post routes. You're going to be just kind of seeing what the defense gives you there. And Ertz was wide open. That was an under pressure inaccurate pass because Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback in the NFL. It's really not, but so 3-3-5 is a pretty solid defense, right? It is going to get some pressure on the quarterback. It's a pretty solid run defense if you know how to shoot the gap. But nonetheless, this is a wide open pass. He's just not wanting to catch it. There we go. And it was still under pressure inaccurate, and I could have rack caught it, but I decided to possession catch it. Eventually, if you do call enough dives and you are running, he is going to put personnel out there that is going to combat that, right? I mean, if he's smart, he would. So let's say he does put his 3-4 personnel out on the field. All right, so this is a 3-4 personnel. We're going to call the exact same thing. You see the corner on the left-hand side's off, so we can probably assume that this is some kind of a zone coverage. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to motion over Ertz. So this is a 3-4 look, cover 3, decent in the run game, right? You can see he's pretty stout up the middle here, right? So he's pretty set there. Let's snap the ball here, and Ertz is wide open, right? He's wide open in the seam. There's nobody anywhere near him. Now, if the user is going to take that, which most likely he's going to, he's not going to let you just do that over and over again. And as you'll see, the safety, who has worked his way all the way down here on the left-hand side of the field, the safety is the one the farthest, right behind number 54, right? That's the safety. So he's playing this zone over here. He's playing this seam flat over here. So most likely Goddard's route is not going to be open. It's not going to be there at all. So you could look for Deshaun Jackson here. So if he's using that and taking away Zach Ertz's post route, just look for Deshaun Jackson, right? That's going to get open. If he wants to play hard flats, he can do that. But if he does want to play hard flats, what that's going to do is the safety, and I don't have a second controller, so I can't show this, but the safety that I mentioned that's right behind 54, the left outside or the right outside linebacker, he's going to play down. He's going to play down into that gap there, into that hard flat, which is going to leave Dallas Goedert wide open, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty difficult. Pass lead that up, wide open in the zone there. It's pretty difficult to stop all of these routes here. You've got something that's pretty much hitting every level of the field. Eventually, the cool thing about this is if he is using this, and let's say you're just dotting him all over the field with these post routes, eventually he is going to just stick right with Ertz. Let's say, for example, he maybe uses a safety, right? He's going to stick with Ertz. You could roll out here. So you got Lamar. R1 could potentially be open there, right? Especially if he wants to play cover 2. If the corners want to come up, if they want to play hard flats there. Let's say he's got a safety. He's responsible for that outside half, that deep half. But if he wants to try and take away that post, you're going to have Joshua Perkins. His streak route is going to be wide open down the middle of the field. So always keep that in mind and always look for that. This is not a one-play touchdown type of play, but you can luck up, and with the right amount of right amount of plays that you run to kind of get the user thinking one thing. So that's obviously open there. We take that drag. We're going to get 7 yards. Get him thinking one thing. Then you hit him for a bomb down the middle of the field. Now, that's a third tight end, right? There's not a lot of rosters that are going to have a good third tight end. So basically just get you someone that's fast, that's low, that's not too expensive, who can just run that route there. But if he's wide open, it doesn't matter what his stats are, right? So if that safety is responsible for that side of the field. So you can also call stretch alert looky here, right? So we haven't called that yet. You can call stretch alert looky here. Try to get out on the outside there with a fast running back. You're going to get a pretty solid gain there, right? Very rarely do I ever throw, and I just called the play. Very rarely on the stretch alert looky do I ever throw the slant coming across the middle of the field. It's very risky, super risky, really, and it's just safer. This look, obviously, it's just much safer if you just call that. Try to get to the outside, maybe cut it back up, right? So now let's say he wants to run man coverage, right? He wants to run man coverage out of the matched up personnel, right? Personnel that's going to be better suited for us running the ball if we do try to establish the run with this formation. This is what it's going to look like here, right? You're going to be able to hit one of the posts. That was not open, but you're going to be able to hit one of these post routes, right? You want to try to hit them as they make the break. If he wants to user one of them, try to see which route that he does not follow, and then you're gonna look to make the throw to that one. So there's Goddard. So Goddard is, you're gonna need to look for him when they're playing hard flats. His route is not gonna be open nearly as much as Ertz's route is going to be, simply because the and in this case, obviously, you can see the safety is staying on the right-hand side of the field. But when the safety is moved over to the left-hand side of the field, he's pretty much going to lock down anything that could be thrown Goddard's way. But don't give up on him, because if they do play man, he is going to be able to beat his man once he hits that post. Now, good corners, if there is a corner that's on him, which there is in this case, are going to be able to handle that for sure. They are going to be able to kind of stay with him, especially if they have some abilities on. So, really, like, your main read here is going to be your tight end apprentice, as he's just going to fly by the linebacker there. If he comes out in man coverage, you do have a little bit more of a challenge, but it can definitely still work for you, right? But you're not going to want to sit in this formation all day long, right? I mean, that'd just be stupid. You're going to run into someone that's going to be good enough, that's going to be able to figure out what you're doing, right? So, I mean, you really want to look through the playbook, get to know what you're doing, get to know the playbook, figure out some plays that work for you, and, kind of go from there. But this can be a play out of this LA Chargers playbook, and this formation is in other playbooks too, but this can be a play that you can run with success to kind of change things up and just give you more of a diverse option when you are calling plays, right? So, needless to say, I hope this video didn't go too long. I really didn't want it to. I may not show every single play because, Lord, I don't want it to go 24 minutes, which is what I've been recording for right now. So, hopefully everything made sense. If you have questions about anything regarding this play, let me know in the comment section down below. I love interacting with all of you down there. Well, that's going to do it here for me, though, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating. It helps me out tremendously. If you enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. That's going to do it for me today. I'm ImJslay. I'm signing out today. I'll catch you all on my next video.